Okay, I'd just like to share this piece with you. It's called the context complex. And it goes like this. I suffer this mind-numbing complex. I'm always seeking to discern context, digging up dirt until it really, really hurts, in search, to discover and uncover, to plan and to plot, to parry and to block, to dispose and expose, to flow and to grow, privy to the deceit and thereby empowered to defeat those who conspire and find meaning by demeaning. I must have context. I shudder as I uncover and discover, tick-tocking in paralytic fear of the engulfing, conflagrating heat. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. It's the heart, the quintessence I seek. Standing perplexed and alone, rendered delirious with deception, trying to predict just what comes next. Imbued with unrelenting zest and in a state of perpetual quest, I suffer the serious, mind-blowing complex. I anticipate like food anticipates shit. Transition like thoughts transition into feet. Relinquish like love relinquishes hate. Deliver like death delivers fate. Burdened by this all-empowering plight, I have no choice other than to stand and fight. Seeking that elusive, ineluctable, I crave the clarity of context. To strategize and to analyze, the super-mythologized, unclove and reveal the super-edified, never to be driven, sublimated into compliance, manacled and bemused, contorted in confusion and complicit. I confront and consider, understand to countermand, strategize, then organize. Predict to predicate to predict, devise, and then I design. I must have context. I stand breathlessly, breathless gasping for life, and endure and embrace, in pursuit of right, in search of the light, it enthralls and excites. Stupefied in a whirlpool of intensity that summons the turbulent undercurrents of life's streaming wake, I burn illusion, vanquish delusions, and vanish confusions. Succumb to life's plentifulous profusion. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't do. Context trumps them all. It's that context complex. I must have context. Otherwise, to become cynically institutionalized and thereby alive yet dead, trapped within inscrutable opacity, suffering an unremitting onslaught that stymies my capacity. In the deluge of presumptuous deflections, I pause to exhale the sourly superficiality, choking on its convoluted circumlocutionary circumventiveness, jostling with my own conscientiousness. I must have context. To distill chaotic thought into sense, banishing pretense, unmasking the mendacious mundaneness, I must have context. Determined to comprehend just how come we emanate such destructive intent, greedily sucking away each other's souls by ghouls hell-bent, blinded to lucid thought, thrust and parcels. I am become captured and culpable in my own demise. Languishing in abjection, I explore and engage with my context complex, and stand, chest puffed in fight stance, roll to the left and pivot to the right. There, the extant panorama emerges clear into sight, and I strike. That's right, context trumps them all. I stand satiated by its insatiability, compelled by its efficaciousness, liberated by its irrepressibility. To seek context is the eternal human quest, the portal to revelation and salvation, nature and form, that which surrounds and confounds. Context empowers to discern and to learn in expectation of just what comes next. It gives the space to reflect and introspect, generating independence of thought, no more susceptible to being propagandized, treacherously lobotomized in self-imposed mind control, no more to lurch, buffeted and battered and bewildered, now guided by my perpetual quest in search of context. Remedied from the ridiculous to the sublime, armed against deflection and disaffection, diminution, disambiguation, and utter wantonness. I must have context to unmask the peddlers in death and destruction, of mayhem and malevolence, of derision and division, of hell and damnation, of myth and apathy, of excess and exclusivity, of greed and entrenchment, of privilege and entitlement. Context, the consummate destroyer of the most entrenched superiority complex. Context, trumps them all. I must have context. Thank you.